My name's Jip. I'm a tattoo artist, also an entrepreneur. I'm based in Hong Kong. I've always loved art since I was a kid, but then I chose to study law in university, never pursued my passion. Until recently, I've decided, I should follow my passion and just become a tattoo artist and create art for people. So, art is just something really within me, it's something inherent. I think in most Asian countries, tattoo is always a taboo. Let's say in Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong is no different. My parents, they are supportive, and actually my mom wants me to tattoo her as well, but never got around to do it. I just can't put needles in my mom, so. It's become like a fashion trend. So it's, the old taboo is slowly fading away. In the West, tattoo is tattooing. Tattoo is tattoo. People will everyone gets a tattoo. But in Asia, people are slowly getting more. They're accepting tattoos more and more.
That's you. Yeah, that's me.
My inspirations for design, I read, I watch a lot of videos, and whatever comes to my mind, I sort of try to interpret it in my own way. So sometimes I use different substances like alcohol, caffeine, and some, whatever other stuff there is. And that helps with, the creative side of things. Yeah, it's true. There are many more parlors around, but I think the market is actually getting bigger too. So at the end of the day, the key is to focus on the craft. As long as you can produce good art, people will recognize it. So that's the key of, to stand out or just do you or even survive in this environment. I'm also a musician. I've been playing guitar for over 15 years. So I've worked with many musicians before. People come here and jam, people come here get inspired. I think that's the difference between my shop and other shops around in town. I charge by the session, and our minimum cost in this shop is 2,000 Hong Kong dollars.
I see you questioning my lifestyle.
I think we are all unique in our own ways. We're born unique, so we don't need tattoos to be unique. But despite that, I think the most important thing is that find a tattoo artist that suits your style, look at the work, and find someone that suits you, essentially. Setting up a shop is never easy in Hong Kong. It's pretty much like running a business. Once you open a shop, you own a duty to your clients and to people who follow you. So, and it really requires hard work and dedication to keep it afloat. My style of tattooing actually incorporates many other styles, including realism, decorative, black work. So as a tattoo shop owner, I still have to tattoo pretty much all different styles anyway. So Yeah, that's really my style. As mentioned, I'm a guitarist. I started off playing blues, and then rock, and then jazz. In this shop, we play whatever comes to mind, and something that that goes along with the session, really. Love hip hop music. Hip hop music is dope. I mean, my favorite artist is Kendrick, Drake, obviously Wu-Tang going back. Hip hop is hip hop, like I think Asians and the black culture sort of share some similarities. So I've actually worked with a few local artists before. A couple of years ago, I was the manager of Heyo, so we actually worked together and we try and make something happen. But that venture didn't last very long. But we're still very good friends and all that. So recently, I'm actually working with 666. Big shout out. So hopefully we can, make something happen. Really, I mean, I think there are many quality local artists here. So all everyone needs is just a bit of guidance and a bit of help and opportunities to really show, to be themselves and show their work to the world.
Hope someday these melodies pay off to remedy pain, dog. Reminiscing on the hard times.
To be honest, I think what I'm doing is a massive risk as well. I mean, I got bills to pay. Tattooing keeps the lights on, but obviously in Hong Kong is really expensive. So I think if people want to make a lot of money, art is definitely not the route. But if you follow your passion, I think you can be someone. That's the key. Yeah, dude, I mean, before I've spent 10 years in the entrepreneurial scene. I've done quite a few different businesses. So I'm trying to take what I've learned, the experience from the business corporate side into the art world, and somehow applied the business skills in the art world so that I could survive. I think it's tough in Hong Kong to do art, but at the end of the day, there's something. If we love something, then we just have to go for it, really, with no fucking regrets.
Hi, I'm Kash. I'm from Hong Kong. I was born and raised here, but I'm half Japanese and half American. Tattooing for me honestly came as a kind of surprise in my life, because after finishing art school, I really didn't know what to do, and COVID basically booted me out of the UK. So I'm back here, and I was like, word, what do I want to do with my art? I can't really make a living doing freelance. So I was like, you know what? Tattooing has always been something that I've always been interested in. Body art wise, using your body as a canvas, that is a concept that I really fuck with. So I was like, I'll give it a shot, and messaged a few tattoo parlors here and there, and then found Jip, and the rest is history.
The youngin', mama was tough, but it was just loving.
So I work here in the studio from Monday to Saturday. I usually like to get my designs plastered on the fake skin that I'm practicing on, as there's no clients because of COVID. So I do that first, then I eat my lunch, then let it dry, then get to tattooing and drill out usually 2 to 3 pieces in one sitting, just getting the practice of the hand and everything like that. So that's my schedule.
Jip's apprentice, bro. Jip will just be like, you're going on the show whether you like it or not.
Yeah, got no choice, man.
Yeah.
A particular style that I like would probably be, there's too many. So growing up, I always fucked with pop art, and my dad introduced me to the works of Picasso. So fine art is definitely deep in my blood, but at the same time, I grew up reading manga and stuff like that, watching anime, and so that is anally ingrained in my roots as well. So it's a mixture of expressionism, cartoon, and kind of anime manga style. So I think it's I can't pick one. So it's an amalgamation of all. So yeah, just a love child of all things that I love.
Oh no, he followed me through a marketing tactic, and then I followed him back and I messaged him yo, can I be an apprentice if you have the position?
My long-term goals would probably be ideally opening up my own tattoo shop, but maybe an offshoot of Mira's Tattoo, located somewhere maybe in Japan or America or some shit like that. That'll be kind of cool to run my own studio.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Friends hollering, can I play out? And not coming back to the Jay said I couldn't stay out when your street was the playground. And making sure your chores are all done so you get your friends to stay round. Those were the good days, man. Those were the good days, and best believe I can't leave out secondary. Some of the memories from back then were legendary. Water fights had you in class, soaked to the bone, excited for round two before you went home. Playing penny up the wall, trying to make a quick change. Crowds running to the scene of the last fight, so whoever was involved can get their quick fame.
Thanks for having me, MTN.
Man,
and you can check out my work up here, and you can check out my shop IG up here. Peace.